Bitch, I play me like on green. On my bro, no, I ain't going. Write a rap, now hop out, tick. I'm a shooting star, nigga, just like Braun. Nigga, fans, this shit annoying. Supposed to be locked in on the rap, but I just upgraded all my guns from books from the three like James Harden. Dead ass niggas all up in my wood, you hit it too hard, I'm punch along. Talking a brand new cheeky, loosely stride the back, I just spin like a dog. Ain't with the internet, beef ain't typing in the comments, I'm really trying to see what you want. Heard a better than left alone, but it's okay, cause she's all wrong. I dolo with that fine, but I work this bitch, I get on gone. Watch they dumbass count me out, now they hear replay on all of my songs. Take my own feeling little on purchase, know my dog, you ain't alone. But these niggas ain't doing no spinning, cause we on the block every day with a loan. I ain't really Gucci, yet come to the trap, I still serve her down, so I'm 50 alone. Bitch, when I hop on hitting the button for all of my pain, I don't know how I'm wrong. Nigga decent on my brother, and them shotters come through fire. Real mouth just like a bitch, ain't give respect for letting that line. I mean, leaders round my age, go catch a hat and go through a line. So I free my fucking cutter, right up out there, you will find. Right here around here, you gon' do it. Get a loan, just go slide. Ain't no looking for no smoke, the only way is suicide. And my uncle had to die, and my cousin ain't alive. Hurt me in my heart, nigga, take the rest.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. And alongside us is Shams Charania. And we knew the Lakers had some work to do to balance the summertime.
Yeah, the look out there, guys, I did it,
Now the Los Angeles starters. We've got Green, Miles Bridges out there, and Mark DeRozan. Smooth in the point guard. And look at Adams losing his composure. He doubles down on his inside shot and runs a trick. Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the game now. And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. Here's Smooth. Understanding of the game. Well, Shams, we knew franchise values were skyrocketing. Yet the Lakers sell for $10 billion will be $10 billion. Booker is so solid at hustling shots and an impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T Connect fan? For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 3 so far on the board. Mafia against Bridges. Sweet little floater.
Off to a perfect start, and you can see their confidence growing.
Every trip up the floor gets more and more important.
Yes, indeed. They generally just start winning here.
Outside Central. Gets the second attack of the ball. Now he's 1 for 2. Charles, we've heard from H.A. Phil suggest that with the global audience of the game, team market size is his second basket on the night. The last 7 league MVPs born outside the United States shots. The game is going global. What's next?
So BA absolutely started the game 5 years from now. I think we'll see a lot of investment in developing that talent, not to mention captivating fans.
Do you think we'll see teams, divisions, possibly groups of teams in certain areas around the world be part of the
Timeout.
Sacrificing some of that to get his teammates going. He said, quote, "For me, it's about balancing, picking my spots, picking my shots."
Thank you very much.
Looking like a well-oiled Timeout, timeout. Falling. He's so tough to stop.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Subbed in for Thompson. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Mitchell. 2 to 3. Can't miss it.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Smooth. Pass to Hooker. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Murray from outside. And Los Angeles another 3.
I just love the ball.
MP scanning the floor. On the wing, Mitchell. Off the outside. Screen on Williams. There's 4 to shoot. Passes to Mitchell. Shot on the wing. Lakers for the rebound.
Soft defense in that mid-range area, but they got away with it this time.
And Shams, thanks for dropping it, man. It is always a pleasure to have you.
Likewise, we've got to do this again soon. I've got news coming up on the other line. We'll definitely do this again soon.
We know he's always got news.
Hey, I mean, if something is going down that's big news, Shams is the first to get a hold of it. He knows everybody around the NBA.
Here's MP. Passes it in from 11 feet. MP's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Taking what the defense gives him. MP operating right in the middle of the court.
Here's Smooth. He's got 5. And Los Angeles another 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled. And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Kicks it out to MP. Pass to Hunter. Shoots over Booker. Smooth grabs the miss. Smooth's got 4 rebounds now. There's the three. Oh, misses the dunk.
And you can move like that in the mix, you know you're going to hear it from your coaches and your teammates.
And so it's Los Angeles, ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
Look here now at Sacramento. It's a long season. But you don't want to dig yourself in a hole this early.
In a few months, they won't even remember the bad stuff. Unless they keep losing. Then they will.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Los Angeles Lakers.
We've heard the saying, live by the 3, die by the 3. Right now, they're living by it and living well.
Yeah, they've broken this game wide open, and I think their lead extends in the second half.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
Miles Bridges. Man, has he been playing well.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it. And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
You know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras can start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to accept in the moment.
DeAndre Hunter is out there with Avdia. Then it's MP, then it's Steven Adams, and it's Mitchell in a platoon. That's Doug Christie's 5 as we get into the second half. Avdia passes to Mitchell. Outside Hunter. Avdia, screen on DeRozan. Pass to MP. Takes a 13-footer, and he can't make that one in.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this. Yeah, double digits advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more focus so far. The first and crucial Mitchell on full display. This guy's incredible.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Kings are great offensively, but looking for continued improvement on the other end. Head coach Doug Christie said, defensively, what I'm asking them to do, the level of intensity, is difficult. I want you to play so hard that you raise your hand and say, quote, I need to come out of the game, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. To the inside, Adams, pass to MP. Clock at 6.